Do you know where it originally came from?
You don't either.
I do.
They don't understand
Yeah, I
how
do.
it was formed.
Yes,
its
they do.
unusual orbit, its distance from
Yes,
us,
they
its
do.
density, its composition,
They do
density,
understand where it
structure.
came from.
The moon is fucking weird. Though, like,
I have genuinely. To be honest, I have heard the idea that the moon is hollow. I've heard that if you hit the moon with something, it rings like a bell.
Oh,
and
shit!
stuff like that, you know.
Jesus! Spoilers! Jesus! Okay, I can be a little, little dangle to get him interested.
Dangle on the wangle. Hang on, I've just got a text.
That's got to start.
The
moon has been our longest companion on Earth, but I'm going to throw out, got a lot, actually all this stuff really, from the Y-Files, and this episode was something about the moon. I can't remember what it was called. Moon something. I watched all their videos, so there was a lot there. But yeah, Y-Files, something about the moon. They're much better at the moon as a animated fish.
Yeah.
So, But, so the moon has been our longest companion on Earth by a long shot. It may surprise you, but science understands surprisingly little about it.
Do you know where it originally came from?
You don't either.
I do.
They don't understand how it was formed.
Yes,
its
they do.
unusual orbit, its distance from
Yes,
us,
they
its
do.
density, its composition,
They do
density,
understand
structure.
where it came from.
You may be surprised to learn that the only theory that answers all of these, realistically, well, it arguably is a hollow Earth.
Okay,
hollow moon.
no. We know where the moon came from.
Okay, which one? Okay, so what do you think?
Do you want me to tell you how
What's
the
your
moon came
opinion
into
on it?
existence?
Sure.
Do you want to tell me how the moon came into
You
existence?
can tell me what you think. They don't know for sure.
They
Can't
do.
know. They can't know.
They've done multiple fucking experiments where you can sort of put it into a simulation and say, that
put it
makes
into
the
a
moon.
simulation. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
cool.
I'll tell you how.
Simulation. Put it into a game. It works. Cool. It's
You know,
in a game.
Because
we've seen planets.
Let's
We've
put it
seen
this way.
moons born
Right.
all
You
the
know,
time.
the movie Interstellar, right?
Mm.
You know the black hole in that, right? That is made from actual scientific data that is produced, and then they put it into a computer that only Christopher Nolan could get access to because of his Hollywood money, right?
Just to clarify, we're talking about theoretical physics now.
Yeah.
Theoretical.
No, it's not even theoretical at this point.
kind of
We've
is.
actually seen one, and it looks exactly the same way it did in Interstellar.
We've never seen a black hole though.
We have.
Well, yeah, we hadn't. When
We've
that
seen
film
the
was made.
but that's the thing. But that's the point, because what I'm saying is we
Fucking
took the
shit lies,
data, we simulated it, and the simulation was exactly the way it looked. Scientific simulation
So what's
is
this
a
way
really
anyway?
good way of doing it. Anyway, so
because I don't
the
really
idea
buy into
is that there are two planets on the same orbit, and that's how it started. There was the Earth, and there was a sister planet, and the two planets were just on the same loop, slowly getting closer and closer because one of them's travelling quicker, right?
Sounds like the giant impact theory.
Yeah. So basically, the two things bang together.
Yeah.
And they've both got, and this is why what's really interesting, they've both got the same sort of level of density of a standard planet. So like Mars or Venus or something like that.
Both what?
Both of these planets. They've
Oh,
got,
okay.
Because the Earth is surprisingly dense. In comparison to the vast majority of other planets out there, the Earth has got about twice as much density as it should. Other Earth-sized, life-supporting planets that we've seen are up to double the size of the Earth, just because they don't have the same mass at their core. And that suggests that we had two planets with two cores that slammed together, and then those two cores...
Wait, how does that suggest that?
Oh no, this is part of the whole the thing of the simulation. These two cores slam together, and that produces our core in our planet. Now, one of the reasons why the Earth's electromagnetic field is so powerful, they theorize, is because of this. Because you've got two giant fucking balls of magnetized molten metal slamming into each other at the same time and causing this dynamo action between the two. Now that causes all of the material to spin out into this giant cloud, and the vast majority of it catches around the Earth.
Yeah,
But
and then
there's
the
a
rest of it
second-
goes into the moon and forms
Yeah,
the moon.
and
Yeah,
forms the
that's
moon.
the giant impact theory.
That is the giant impact theory.
That's just one of many. They don't know.
Yeah, no, I know they don't know, but
'cause
that
like you
is the
said,
one that the vast majority of people
yeah.
haven't been able to disprove. Which
Well,
means that
I've got disproved. It's been disproved.
Oh, really?
But it
Has
depends
it?
on who you ask. That's what it is. It's one of these. It depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Like a lot of archaeology is. But there are things that I could have said then. Things that I'm like, well, if it was that, then it should be like this or this. But I'm gonna save them Because we've got all of that, and I'm very interested to see your opinions.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ideas.
Yeah.
The other idea is there's a capture theory. This theory suggests that the moon was already floating through space as a big ball of rock that happened to fly close to the Earth's gravitational field and was just pulled in. But that's
it's
very unlikely.
That is such a
Extremely
that's
unlikely.
A really hard cosmic shot
Yeah.
to make.
Realistically, that's not the case.
Yeah. That's the least likely theory of all of them.
The accretion theory. The moon and Earth were formed out of dust clouds during the early solar system. However, when systems form through accretion, they end up with similar characteristics, which is kind of part of the giant impact theory as well.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because you can do the same. You can do both and get the same fucking result.
Mm.
Because
So
it turns into a giant dust cloud the minute the two fucking slam
But
into
so if it was the two, I can mention it here slightly than one of them.
Yeah.
So if the two things joined together from the same stuff, you'd expect both to have similar characteristics. You'd expect, like for example, spinning on an axis or having an iron core, because they're made from the same stuff in the same way.
Oh no, because because the moon doesn't have an iron core. That's the point.
That's the point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, well, obviously, that's part of the reason why they're like, well, if they were made from the same stuff, they both have an iron core.
Yeah.
But this doesn't.
It doesn't.
That goes against the giant impact theory.
Yeah.
That's the first bit.
No,
that
it
goes
doesn't.
against
No, it doesn't. No, because the moon is made just of rock. Because the outer
But it shouldn't
cloud,
be.
No, yeah. Because you've got the two densest bits of the metal combined together. This is literally part of the theory. The two parts of the densest metal combined together to create the core, which is now a supercore in comparison to the vast
Yeah, it just sounds like their explanation around that.
That combines together, and then you've also got this outer cloud. Now, the outer cloud starts to become the moon, but there's no metal in it because it's got less dense, so it's not been pulled to the centre of the gravity. So instead, you have the lighter mass out there that slowly clumps together and becomes the moon.
Yeah,
that means it's rock. It's not metal.
Why would it be up there though, and why would the metal be down there?
Because
even though there is plenty of metal on the moon anyway.
Denser.
There's plenty of metal on the moon though.
No, there's not.
Okay, we'll get to that then.
In comparison, there's just not.
Well, it depends what some of the metals. Yeah.
Well,
we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Recent theory. Another theory essentially combines them all. A large object collided with Earth 4.5 billion years ago, vaporized it. The vapor left over was called synestia, which spun very rapidly, forming a torus, and the moon formed on the edge of that. It's kind of similar to, I think, what you were saying.
That's basically it. Yeah.
So that's obviously the more recent theory.
Yeah. But again, it's
like a donut shape.
The metal shouldn't be in there by that theory.
Yeah. So studying the moon, it seems much easier to explain the non-existence of the moon than its existence. That was a quote by Robin Brett in NASA.
It is incredibly uncommon to have a single giant moon, and it is fucking huge.
Yeah.
In comparison to the size of our planet, the moon is fucking enormous.
It's 25%.
The density of
25% the size.
Sorry, of Earth.
Oh, the size.
Size,
yeah.
It's enormous out there. It's fucking giant.
Yeah. I just mentioned here as well the fact that to believe a lot of this, you have to kind of buy in that we did go to the moon, which we did at some point.
We did. Even if we didn't go that first time,
we've been
since.
Yeah.
There are literally laser fucking reflecting things that you can point a laser at and get a laser back because they've put a fucking mirror on the moon because someone went to the moon. So
100%. And then this is, other countries have been there too.
Yeah,
so send things.
Pretty much guaranteed. Yes, that's a thing. Don't worry about it. We can get to the moon. It's easier to travel through nothing than it is to travel through something, which is why we still don't know shit about the ocean floor.
Yeah, it's weird that we've never been back particularly.
I think it was just the main reason why was a demonstration of missile power, essentially. It was like, look, we can fire an intercontinental ballistic missile, we can get it anywhere, and we can blow you the fuck up. It was literally, that was the main point of it.
Do you want to mind them about PAMT while I just run and grab my coat?
Yeah, I'll do that, yeah. So there's a show I've been making for a while. It's called Post-Apocalyptic Metal Treehouse. It's a sketch show which has got like a story going on around the outside of it. It's fun, man. I made it by myself. I'm a one-man show. Literally every character in the fucking show is played by me. The men, the women, the Australians, the fucking dodgy weirdos, all of them are me. I directed it, I wrote it, I fucking edited it. It's a labour of fucking love. I would really appreciate if you guys would give it a listen. It's called Post-Apocalyptic Metal Treehouse. It's available on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes. Well, I don't know if it's iTunes or if it's the iPod thing now. Anyway, I need to do some updating. But it's out there. Just search Post-Apocalyptic Metal Treehouse and it'll be the first thing that appears. Post-Apocalyptic Metal Treehouse.
The town of Hollyoaks, man, like, they have so much, like, their numbers, like, they have a ridiculous amount of, like, LGBT people, of trans people, and crazy stuff happening, like, now. Mercedes, she's been around for a while. She's having another baba. She's having twins.
Oh.
And I wasn't sure who was the dad of the twins.
Of course.
And turns out, both of them.
Oh!
Because it's
It's
possible.
one of them. It is possible. It is legitimately possible that can happen. But at the same time...
not so likely. For example, it's extremely possible that stuff like this could happen, but not likely, because the facts I'm about to whip out for you now, the knowledge bombs I'm going to throw out, might change your mind a bit.
Knowledge bombs.
From the stuff you've been saying.
Bombing that knowledge.
So, first off,
bombing it hard.
Gonna bomb it hard.
From behind.
You need to just take it.
Just
That's what you need to.
Giving it a good hard bomb.
You're here to just take it.
What we have to remember as well is that the moon is incredibly rare, and that's kind of the point. It's like, that's one of the reasons why you don't see that much life out there, is because it's very difficult to have this very specific fucking thing happen.
That's part of the idea.
It creates such dedicated seasons in just the right way that it creates a perfect cycle of, like, life and stuff like that. And, you know, life could evolve in other situations where it doesn't need that, but it evolved
I don't think you'd need a
perfect
moon.
situation for life to exist on this planet.
I don't think you would need a moon per se.
You don't necessarily need a moon, but that moon really fucking helps, because that moon has taken so many impacts that could have caused so much damage to the Earth on multiple occasions.
Even though it's just like a tiny thing that blocks it.
That's why
almost
you can
like
see
it's perfectly in place. Weird, isn't it? So strange.
No, because still, like, the Earth
So
gets
weird,
gets battered a lot. It's just that the moon picks up quite a lot on the way as well.
Which is weird, considering it's only 25% the size and it's all different angles, you know.
Yeah.
But, we'll get to all this.
You're so excited about this. I can tell.
I really am, man.
Yeah. And it's great because as well, because I know enough.
If your reaction to it made me even more excited, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be good now.
Yeah.
So what we learned from the samples brought back from the original, well, I don't know if it was the originals, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So rock and soil samples obtained from the landings are weird. On Earth, the new rock is at the surface, and the old rock, and the rock gets deeper and the rock gets older as you go deeper, yeah? But on the moon, the soil on the surface is older than the rocks underneath, and the surface rocks are older than the rocks underneath them. Straight away weird.
In some ways, I could kind of understand that, though, because it's getting bombarded by ancient chunks of, like, space debris, and it's been there for fucking millions and millions of years.
That wouldn't make any... Why would that make that?
Because that stuff could be fucking way older than the Earth and the Moon and stuff like that. Could be fucking dust from fucking hydrogen suns.
Oh yeah, but if it was made of different stuff, they'd be able to tell, wouldn't they? I'm guessing.
Oh no, but it's still just
same...
dust and rock at the end of the day. It's just it gets processed a few times, and it could be significantly older. I still think there's enough reason there why that could be
the idea is it should be lower down, though, isn't it? Like in regards to I'm on about the layers, like with the older rock at the bottom. Like we do, we have layers of the rock. We still have similar things.
I suppose it depends what they mean by layer, because if it's like the whole
like
top layer is like mixed and it's mostly fucking really ancient, and then below it's a bit less.
Well, we do when we're talking about a layer, like we're talking about a crust like ours, and it's tiny in comparison to the planet.
I'm saying. If that
tiny
crust,
in comparison to the moon.
Yeah, but if that crust is made out of cosmic dust, and that cosmic dust is like fucking hundreds of millions of years old from the start of the universe. And
but I mean, arguably, then we'd be the same. This is the same as ours,
but not necessarily, because the rocks that were formed in the Earth were formed in a specific way that we can look at and detect and go, right, well, that's that.
But you said that they, as far as you know, they were like the planets
I'm not saying.
That's what the general people used to say.
No, that's
the planets mushing together, so it should be the same rock either way that started it. So from that point, it should be the same. Well, but then anything hitting it, which is the same on Earth.
No, because you could still have the Earth, the planets that made the rock in the way they did with magma and stuff like that. that is now a different rock that you detect in a different way.
Yeah.
And has a different fucking,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So that is then crushed up, becomes the moon. The lower layer of the moon is made of that. The layer above that is made of the cosmic dust, and therefore is significantly older. I can see a way that works. I don't think so.
But the only way on Earth that's ever happened is when we dig, drill, or mine and mush the layers about ourselves.
Yeah, but the thing is,
But
everything that comes
that
through
doesn't
the
matter.
everything that comes through the Earth's atmosphere burns up and gets turned into fucking just whatever is next. Like the stuff that hits the moon, the dust actually stays and hits the moon because it doesn't have an atmosphere enough to burn anything down.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
So like that could be made of ancient asteroids that have impacted and stuff like that.
It could be, but there's also just as much chance that it could
the
be
shit
newer
in the Oort
stuff.
cloud.
It's just as much chance that it could be newer stuff too. But ignoring that then,
Yeah.
the planetary structure. Typical planetary structures have denser materials towards the core and lighter materials on the surface. But on the moon, this is also reversed. Scientists once again don't know why that's the case.
Now that is a weird one because that doesn't make sense in the
make
way
sense.
that density works.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the whole point of how the fucking the metal stayed on Earth, rather than going to the moon, is because it was fucking denser.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's the case.
Yeah.
So that's what makes sense there. And something being less dense at its core, especially a planet or a planetoid, is
planetoid.
fucking weird. That is weird.
Yeah. So this is once again this is apparently from what we've seen the only one that's like it, but it could be more for we know other moons and stuff too.
Yeah.
So there's that. Asteroid impacts.
Yes.
We've also okay. You would expect the rock around the impact craters to be different ages, but the rocks all seem to be the same age.
Now that is interesting.
That's
That
interesting.
does change the theory that I had that it was all sort of cosmic dust and stuff like that. Because if you get in different fucking ages of the impacts and stuff, yeah.
And this is all this isn't just random bullshit somebody's just decided. This is all apparently through NASA and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something else about the asteroid impact, so that we'll get to later, which I find more interesting than that. Yeah. But that's because you look at some of this kind of stuff, and it's you have to kind of trust them a little bit to the point of them saying it. How I don't know what I'm trying to say here. How would we know that the structures are different or something per se, but they have checked? But why would they tell us it was different if they wasn't? Or
Yeah.
I guess you have to trust NASA as well at the same time, but I generally do to a point, I think.
To a certain extent, yeah. For the most part, NASA is a scientific company, not a military company. They do get military funding, but that's just because they do military projects.
Yeah.
For the most part, they are about the science, and that has been proven time and time again by the amount of shit that they've sent into space to bring back pretty pictures of galaxies.
Yeah, it's crazy shit. I know another one that was on the moon, on Mars, recently.
Yeah.
It got his rotor broke, didn't it?
Yeah, Japan.
Scrap it
Yeah.
Japan was
that
one.
and it suddenly started working again. Although
did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The one you on about the one where it went dead and then just started working?
Yeah. Was that the moon? Or was that?
I'm not sure, but it might have been something else.
Anyway. Yeah, that was Japan though. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay then. Yeah. So I mean, you'd imagine it all to be different ages and all that, but apparently also the same. So it kind of goes against what you were saying, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Still. See, get in there. Lunar dust.
Yeah.
The chemical makeup of the lunar dust is also weird.
Mm-hmm.
Lunar dust is supposed to be the result of billions of years of impacts. Yeah? Then why does it have a different chemical makeup than the rocks around it?
Well, again, because it's also cosmic dust. That's been built up over fucking...
Yeah, I don't fully get that.
Hundreds of millions of years.
Yeah.
It's going to have a different composition to the meteorites that impact on it. That's yeah.
I might not have written that down properly because I'm looking at that now. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. I mean, that's if you argue that, though. Wouldn't it all be the same, though? It'd all be the same. Isn't it supposed to be all rocks? The asteroids are the same in general.
No. Asteroids are all different shit. There's an asteroid out there that's basically entirely diamond. There's an asteroid.
Oh yeah, true. Isn't that? Yeah.
They're all made of different shit because they all just come from different stuff and end up getting sort of caught in the Oort cloud and in the asteroid belt and stuff like that.
But then at the same time, weren't you saying that the moon was that as well, though?
What?
Like ancient stuff going together. No, you weren't saying that.
No, I was saying that was
anyway.
new rock at the core. Yeah, and cosmic dust was the layer on
Yeah,
top.
I don't fully understand. We'll get rid of that one. Okay. Magnetic. I think you said something about the magnetic stuff at the beginning when
The
you were
Earth
talking.
has got a hugely fucking powerful magnetic field in comparison to other planets of its size.
And the moon doesn't have one at all.
No, because it doesn't have any metal, because all the metal ended up on Earth.
Yet, the moon doesn't have a magnetic field, but the moon rocks are strongly magnetized.
Ooh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yeah, these are from the things they've got, like all the samples and that. Highly magnetized, apparently.
That's very strange.
Yeah, like there's so much of these things that like
But
Earth is
again,
weird. The moon is weird, man.
That could be due to bombardment. To be fair,
could
'Cause
be.
You know, how you can make a magnet by running a magnet over a different over like iron.
Mm.
Just if you get a nail and just rub a magnet over it long enough, it will become a magnet.
Yeah.
That's how that works, right? So there's a way you could easily say that like whatever metal is on the moon has been caught in a giant magnetic field from the Earth for fucking hundreds of millions of years, and so has probably become quite.
I don't think it would be in this magnetic field, would it though?
Oh yeah, it's well within the magnetic field. Yeah.
But wouldn't that be like if there was an easy explainable reason? I think that's the point, though. They don't understand this.
No, it's not. I'm just theorising. I don't think this is, or hypothesising.
Like from what you're saying there, like with doing that, like for a nail or something, I'm thinking, wouldn't you have to literally keep
Yeah, but that
bombardment, literally
but the planet's doing that because it's a dynamo the entire time building this magnetic field that's constantly.
Oh, you're on about
moving
at the
around
beginning.
Yeah, no, all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, just because it's going round and round.
Yeah. The Earth is literally producing a magnetic field that's charging other things around it constantly.
Yeah, but apparently it hasn't got a magnetic field itself, though. So wouldn't it have its own, or it'd be?
Well, that's the thing. It's like it depends how much of it's left, and like the amount of metal in the core of the Earth is fucking unfathomable.
Yeah.
It is a huge
Super
chunk
duper
of
dense.
metal, incredibly dense and incredibly hot, and spinning at a vastly fast speed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in comparison, whatever's on the moon, even if it is well magnetized, is going to be fuck all.
Huh?
Yeah,
What?
Any rocks that are on the moon, even if they are well magnetized, it still would be nothing in comparison to what's at the center of the planet.
Oh yeah. Nothing would be.
Yeah.
But it's strong apparently though.
Yeah.
So.
It's
No, but
interesting that they're
nothing compared
magnetized.
to-
Yeah.
The age as well. What's this? Earth is 4.6 billion years old, but we have only been able to find rocks much younger than that. We've only been able to find rocks much younger than that on Earth. We haven't been able to find ones right from the beginning, just because they'd be right down so far. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's not weird though.
No, because that's part of the process.
Yeah, that's part of the process.
Because the tectonic plates, you don't have that on the moon, so they stay.
Well, how the moon rocks found are much older than this. Some rocks have been dated to the creating of our solar system.
Again, because they're not being
melted
by tectonic plates.
Yeah.
It's not a fresh bit of rock. It's the rock that's always been there because it's never changed.
But it's still getting layered though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's never changed. It's still just that bit of rock. However old that bit of rock was, that's how old that bit of rock is.
Oh yeah, because
whilst on the Earth you've got all those old bits of rock, but they've been melted and turned into fucking, this type of rock and that type of rock that then gets eroded by the sun and then turns into a sandstone, and then the sandstone gets melted again and turned into.
I'm guessing as well what they're saying is because it's so far down as well. But I'm guessing the composition with this that like the older stuff's nearer the top and the new stuff down the bottom. Of course, as well, it's going to be much easier to find them.
Yeah,
it makes perfect sense. It would be because they'd be right there.
Yeah, and the thing is as well is again, it's been bombarded by really ancient rock for fucking millions of years, and it's never changed. It's weird, man.
What?
The moon. It's
there's something more about like the asteroids in general.
Yeah.
This is one thing you'll find interesting.
Yeah.
Uranium-236 and Neptunium-237 are found on the moon.
So is helium-3. which is one of the most important things you can use for fusion reactions.
Oh, well, I don't know what day is then.
So a fusion reaction, all nuclear reactors on Earth are a fission reaction, which is a completely unnatural reaction. It is the splitting of an atom to release energy. Now, what a sun does is fusion, the exact opposite. It takes two particles and it turns them into one.
I've always wondered what the difference between fusion and fission is, because I've heard that so much. And I'm like, is there a difference, or is it just a different word? But there is, okay.
Literally, fission is splitting the atom, fusion is combining two atoms.
Oh, so literally opposite then. Yeah. Okay.
But by combining the two atoms, it sheds all of the excess energy that would have been for that extra atom in one big bang like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what's creating, the sun, essentially. The sun is a giant fusion reactor. Now,
so why would they be on the moon though?
That's a very good question that I don't have an answer for, to be honest. But also, we've got to remember that, again, out in the asteroid belt, there are highly radioactive asteroids. There are asteroids of all sorts of
types. You know why I don't buy these, though, when people say that kind of thing, or like different asteroids hitting the moon, though? It's like, I don't buy that if all these asteroids, like radioactive things, are hitting the moon all the time, we'd have a lot more coming and hitting us.
No, but it burns up in our atmosphere.
Yeah, but there's plenty that are big enough that wouldn't, though. Like, going by the size of some of the ones on the moon as well.
But you see, this is the thing.
Where
they
wouldn't
the
burn
moon
up.
does absorb a lot of hits.
Yeah, I know, but it's so small that makes no sense as well. It's so small in comparison
to
the Earth.
Is that the moon has got absolutely no atmosphere. So when one of those impacts happens on the moon, it could be from a tiny, tiny asteroid, and it can leave a giant fucking crater in comparison to the weight of the Earth, because it's not slowed down at all. It's hit at cosmic speeds into the side of the planet. Or the moon. So imagine something's travelling half the speed of light, right? It doesn't matter how small that fucking thing is. If it hits the moon, it's going to go bam, like that, and it's going to cause a huge explosion, right? That same thing goes towards the Earth.
It would burn up.
It hits the atmosphere and it bounces off.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. But there'll still be bigger ones that wouldn't.
Yeah, and
there's some stuff that doesn't burn up as well.
So there's some stuff that
would
doesn't
diamond
burn
up.
Yeah.
Would it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything burns up on re-entry at the wrong angle. It's ludicrously hot. But what was I saying?
So how do they occur naturally though?
What?
The uranium-236 and
it just literally smacked into the moon, just over and over again, over multiple times. There's just lots of chunks of radioactive material out there.
But it's not supposed to be naturally occurring.
It's out there in the universe.
So what does that mean? It's not naturally occurring. Then these scientists are saying bubble.
Hang on. Hang on. Which? So is it a specific type of uranium that only exists in fission or something?
Uranium-236 and Neptunium-237 are apparently radioactive elements that don't occur naturally.
Well, you see, that's the thing. They say it doesn't occur naturally. We just don't know where it occurs naturally yet. That's just saying.
That's the thing about science. Like when it gets to past the point of Earth, it's all so much guesswork.
This is part of the problem. This is part of the problem.
So we just don't understand.
Until we get faster than light travel, this is basically what we've got.
We don't understand it. We're just looking at it and be like, that's probably about right.
I mean, we're starting to completely re-guess our fucking ideas of what black holes are.
Yeah.
Black holes occasionally just let stuff out. Now we found.
I used to have this argument with one of my mates, one of my old stoner friends, who was like doing all the was doing physics and all that. He went to do uni and all in the end. And I was trying to say to him all the time, it's like he was so sure about everything, like, and all these different things like that couldn't exist.
If you're a scientist, you should absolutely not have that opinion.
We know this stuff. I'm like, no, you
until
don't
it's
know
disproven, you shouldn't say that it's disproven. And unfortunately, that does leave a lot of stuff open for like religious stuff and stuff like that. But you got to let people have that. Just because you don't believe it doesn't mean you have to fucking stomp it out in other people.
Well, I think that's what I like science, Danny, because it's not about science isn't about believing. It's just fact.
It's fact, and that's one of the things that I got really hooked on back in the day, and I started listening to Richard Dawkins fucking interviewing, religious people and beating the shit out of them in an interview.
Oh, but even literally, I didn't know who the person was, so interviewing them, I'm going to go beat the shit out of you now.
No, just literally just...
Like Louis Theroux, but
just
like
going into a fucking debate on like why the Bible is a good thing, and then Richard Dawkins or Christopher Hitchens just go, and it's not, and this is why, and bam, 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 and just shred the Bible to pieces. And I used to find that really entertaining.
Very entertaining.
And I still think it's entertaining.
I like
still
that
think
with white
the vast
people as
majority
well.
of what they say is right. Because I think that if anyone thinks that they can tell you what's happening after you're dead, they're a fucking liar.
The Ketters did that the other day with my mum. They were talking about some woman that they know or care for who used to be a prostitute or something, and then she saved a cat or something just before she died, and that helped her go to heaven.
Oh.
I was like, Mum said she was like, how would you even know?
Yeah.
How would you know?
How do you know?
How would you know?
Did she come down and say, "Don't worry, heaven's rad," right?
Yes. Yeah. And how fucking high were you at the time
Go
when this
save
happened?
as many kittens as you can.
Kittens as well. I like kittens too, but there's more important things in the world than kittens.
Are there?
I think there are. Puppies. Well, old dogs, even better.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, no,
You're joking.
So I once again don't think we have come up with any kind of understanding for that, but we don't really understand those things anyway.
But again, I think
What those things
we
are.
don't know where it comes from. We until we know where it comes from. That's just a moot point.
Yeah, it is pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff feels like okay, but building elements then. Titanium, chromium, and zirconium are rare metals on Earth. However, they are abundant on the Moon, which is interesting because if we were created from the same rock, then it's then what
God.
would, yeah.
No, again, I'm sorry. This one's really simple. Again,
Go on.
Loads of asteroids have loads of stuff on them. There's one that's made of
It's
gold.
more about
there's
hitting
one that's
asteroids
made
than
of-
that again.
It is, because it's been out there for fucking millions of years.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It makes sense and
Millions
stuff.
of Do you know how many
have
asteroids will
everything?
hit a fucking hit a moon in a million years? Hundreds of thousands of them. Just
yeah.
bang, bang of different sizes, smacking the shit out of it. All of them made of different, new and interesting materials that maybe we've
Yeah.
never even seen before.
But is there not like a lot of other metals? Like, why would
There's
it just be
shitloads of
them?
metal.
Yeah, so why would it just be them? That's so
Because
abundant.
that's just what it happened to get hit by the biggest things of.
It happened to get hit by
Yeah.
the things that are
Imagine
the
getting hit-
strongest
yeah.
and most resistant to corrosion. The things that would be perfect for building stuff.
Not necessarily.
If you're building a big giant metal structure.
Oh, I
on the
see what you
moon-
mean. So
in the
what you're
sky-
suggesting is that someone's built something on the moon previously.
Oh, maybe the moon's been built.
Don't get me... Oh, well, I mean...
Maybe. Maybe it's hollow because it was built. Who knows? Stay with me now.
go.
Stay with me.
Oh, we've got to the top of the roller coaster now, and now we're doing that dip
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
edge.
stay
I
with
can
me, stay
see
with
it
me.
coming. I can see it coming.
Okay, so this is a little bit I was saying now about the asteroids.
Yeah.
The asteroid impacts. This is the part that one of the parts that I find quite interesting about it, which leads to about the idea of metal shell, I guess,
Yeah.
underneath the layer of rocks.
Right.
You see all the impact zones and stuff.
Yes.
You'd expect just as much impact like underneath as you would to the sides.
Yeah.
But you don't see that. They all, no matter how big the crater is around the moon, they only go down to about a certain point.
Yeah.
All the way around. They should go down a lot further, especially when you consider it's less dense the further down it gets.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we don't see that.
No.
It just goes down to a certain point, almost as if there's after that point there's something stopping it. Even though it's supposed to be less dense the further down you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And-
Although, like, how deep have we tried to go on the moon? Like, what equipment have we taken? 'Cause
Of course,
it's
yeah, we
hard
haven't
to
gone
take
down all
fucking
the way,
industrial equipment down to the moon.
Yeah. Isn't this is the thing?
Maybe we
This is-
should. Maybe we should be doing that. That would be rad. I'd love it if fucking Elon Musk's next thing was like, okay, we're going to go to the moon and we're going to take the drilling equipment that you
Yeah.
get in big oil rigs. And
Well-
Joe Rogan, pass me that joint.
I mean, I'm guessing because like that's the same like with the drilling stuff, and they can only go by however much samples they've got,
Yeah.
which is only a portion. But you can say the same thing with Earth,
Yeah.
which is what they're basing all this stuff on anyway.
This is the thing, yeah.
They're
but
comparing it to Earth.
we
I guess,
we
at a
have to
different
we have
scale.
to sort of we have to acknowledge the fact that we do not know enough about the moon.
That's full stop.
We
don't
just
know much
don't.
about anything.
Yeah,
that's
because
the
we've
point.
not been there long enough. Like, the only time you can really learn about a place is if you live there for a while and actually truly investigate it on its own terms, you know?
Yeah.
But you can't do that on the moon without an actual moon base, you know?
Yeah,
which is,
yeah.
getting serious. And there's more and more countries looking for a moon base. And
Yeah.
what's the reason why? Because helium-3 is there, and everyone's trying to get in on fusion reactions. Because if you can get a fusion reactor going, you don't have to fucking pay for anyone else's electricity ever again.
Yeah.
And you never have to worry about it. And it opens up so many opportunities for things with power that you could never have achieved previously, that now you have an abundance of
Which
energy.
is the thing
for.
that they want at the moment. That's
Yeah.
the main thing stopping us from doing a lot of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. I
Is
mean, if
having
you
the
could
power.
get a fusion reactor working, properly working, that would basically solve the vast majority of all energy problems.
Especially combining it with the different materials that the AI have come up with lately, which
and
is crazy.
It's completely fucking green as well. There's no fucking carbon footprint to a fusion reactor.
Yeah.
It's just a big fucking ring that produces a sun.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I completely believe the idea that the moon is an alien spacecraft that's been moved across the sky for nefarious reasons.
Nefarious.
But I don't completely not believe it.
Yeah.
I don't completely not believe parts of it.
Yeah.
Probably a better way to put it.
I saw a documentary ages ago, and I don't. This is probably going to be spoilers for this, but I saw a documentary ages ago on the moon, and they were basically
It's
saying
about testing the hollow moon theory.
No, this was about them saying they were literally fucking. No, if you look on the moon, you can actually see it's all just color changed. So it's all been made black and white, so you can't see what's actually happening. But the moon only appears black and white to us because of the shading from the atmosphere of the Earth.
Of the moon. Oh,
So
okay.
if you go above into space, you can actually see as you get closer to the moon that the moon is actually it's all different colors, and in fact there's cities on the moon and there's lights on the moon.
Oh, that was another part. Actually, I didn't write this down, but you just reminded me about other things too.
Yeah.
The moon. I don't know where that was. The moon is the only thing around the world. The only thing we've observed with a near perfect circular orbit.
Yeah, that again, that's weird, but
and it's also the only thing we've observed that's while going along that perfect orbit, it's always got the same direction pointing towards us.
Yeah, I saw a reason for that as well, and again, it's to do with the way it was formed by the two planets hitting, because it's instead of having any spin, it's literally just a cloud that slowly sort of combines together. And it slowly gets dragged, as the moon is dragging the water on the Earth.
Yeah.
The water on the Earth is also pulling back on the moon. So the moon initially did spin, not very fast, but it did spin.
Yeah.
But as time's gone on, that has literally just been slowly fucking yanked out of it because the Earth is just pulling on it on the other fucking direction.
But we have seen now though other ones that are in that same. This includes all the exoplanets that we found and stuff.
Yeah.
Where we found ones that are within the same Goldilocks thing and all that.
and have similar moons and things like that.
But they
there's quite a lot that are twin moons.
But they don't do that, is what I'm saying.
No, that's true. That's true.
Whereas if they did, you would expect it. That makes sense as to why moons in our solar system wouldn't do, because they don't have the same kind of planet to
But
react
are
with.
are they of the same size? That's the thing. I wonder if size is a part of it.
I think that is, but that's also a weird part too, because
Because
the size of it.
the Earth's moon again is freakishly huge.
Yeah, it's huge for
it's
it.
fucking
25% the size of the fucking planet,
Yeah,
man. It's
it's
bigger
ridiculous.
than Pluto. So much bigger than Pluto was. People don't realise that. Our moon is so much bigger than. It dwarfs Pluto.
As much as I love Pluto,
It's not a planet.
Pluto is basically just a giant hunk of ice that happened to get round. That's basically what it is.
Yeah. There's probably a ninth planet somewhere.
There is probably
From
one
the looks
out
of
there
it.
further, and there's probably one further than that as well.
Yeah.
But again, we can't really sort of make that much shit out of the Oort cloud because that is fucking ridiculous. So there's the sun, then there's the local cluster.
I love that sun.
Yeah, there's the local
sun.
cluster, which is everything that we know about. Oh,
you're talking about the solar system?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That we know about in the solar system as planets.
Yeah, I thought we was talking about a little bulk cloud of dust or something right by the sun. I'm like,
Somewhere in there, there's an asteroid belt as well.
a Kepler belt.
There's
one further
so
out?
many belts.
Okay.
Yeah, the Kepler belt I think is further out, but
That's the one that catches a
even
lot
further
of
out
them
than
for us, isn't
that, the furthest thing out that we realistically know about is and can detect as being affected by our sun
That's a good
is
point.
the Oort cloud.
That's a good point too. The amount of big like asteroids that don't hit us because they get taken in by like Jupiter and the Kepler belt or something as well. Like you'd imagine all the little ones would have that too. So why are they hitting the moon?
Oh, they're not necessarily coming from the Kepler belt.
No, but I'm saying like a
Most
portion
of
of them.
the really big ones do actually come from the Oort cloud because the Oort cloud is so far.
Is that a
out.
different direction where it wouldn't go near the Kepler
It's not even
belt
that.
then?
It almost like churns round like a magnetic thing like that. You know what I mean? Like a bubble.
Yeah.
Like that.
So if there was any
and
big ones coming from over there, we'd be screwed.
There are things out there in the Oort cloud that are so fucking enormous. They could just wipe out a planet very easily.
So like,
But we have three actually, of the biggest fucking buffers in the galaxy sat out there. That's another thing that makes the Earth so fucking special, is because we've got 3 fucking gas giants. These enormous fucking planets that are out there spinning in the distance. So anything massive from the Oort cloud has to get past 3 fucking defensive fucking players to get their quarterback.
Oh god, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of like a cosmic like a cosmic kind of castle kind of thing, whatever. There's those really good, like a keep.
Yeah, like a
is.
tower defense game.
Yeah. Like you always see in like your Lord of the Rings and shit, and the medieval shit.
Some of
like
these
villages.
giant things, and we've seen enormous meteorites get eaten by Saturn because it's just so
Saturn.
big.
Oh, that
and
one. Okay.
Yeah, and Jupiter and Neptune.
Okay.
Like they're just so fucking big. And anything that goes near them just gets sucked the fuck in.
Okay. Do they suck in like the smaller ones too, though?
They suck in the smaller ones. They suck in massive ones. They suck in so much stuff.
So you would imagine then
also,
the moon shouldn't be getting hit by that many then in that case?
Well, that's the thing.
If we're not, then the moon shouldn't.
People think that space is this big empty thing. Yes, it is big and empty, but
it's not.
It is so fucking vast that there are so many things in that vast emptiness that can just be anywhere at any time, are undetectable because they're so small they won't pick up on radar. But if they hit a fucking spaceship, that's it. Wiped out. It's done. like
even to the point of space jungle, like, they have to like prepare for that and go around it, don't they?
Yeah,
they have to like track it and stuff.
Yeah.
I saw was that in Interstellar again, where was that Gravity? That might be Gravity.
The one where they destroy a satellite somewhere, and the debris spins round and just wrecks their shit.
Are they on a different planet there where it's like goes around quickly, or is that?
Oh no, that's Interstellar. That's the Interstellar's the one where they're near the black hole and they go to the planet that's got the giant.
Yeah, I remember that.
The entire time.
Where they're down there like every hour is like however many weeks or something.
Yeah, like 3 weeks or something. Like
that's crazy. The day actually exists as well.
That's a real
crazy
thing. That is a real fucking thing. Yeah.
That's such a weird thing to get your head around.
It gets even more dilated than that. If you get close to a black hole, time basically stops.
Right, say that again.
If you get close enough to a black hole, time basically stops.
We assume anyway.
No, you can prove it because we can see the effect of gravity and how it works, and we know roughly how much gravity it takes to pull something together to make a black hole.
Right, yeah.
So combined, you just go right. Yeah, that calculation plus that calculation means that.
Okay. It's weird though, isn't it? Because trying to understand that too, because. Yeah. Being able to look at that while knowing there's no time in that bit, but being able to see it.
Astronauts are younger than people who stay on Earth.
Yeah, like tiny. Yeah.
Not by a tiny bit. If they're there for a while, it can be up to like a week.
It's kind of weird though, because like doesn't that mean at the same time though? By their point, they are the same age. It's really weird to imagine it though, because it's
that's the thing. We all like to think of time as this thing that's like solid, but it is absolutely not. Yeah. The only reason time exists is because gravity exists, and the only reason gravity exists is because mass exists, and the only reason mass exists is because energy exists, and the only reason energy exists is because the universe exists, and the only reason the universe exists is because our type of fucking matter happened to destroy all of the other type of matter.
And realistically, the universe exists because fuck knows.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know what that fucking rock is up there.
Yeah.
We definitely don't know what how the universe is created.
But this is the thing.
We ain't got a fucking clue.
We're
throwing
no
guesswork.
idea. We have
complete,
no idea.
Complete guesswork, man.
Yeah.
I don't buy that at all from them.
Yeah.
They have any idea. You know, the whole like disprove it, like, you know, when you can and all that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's there until it can be disproved. Sometimes that doesn't work because you can never disprove that.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you should believe it.
No.
You can
no,
never
definitely
disprove
not.
God.
There was a Christopher Hitchens thing. It's like the disproving God thing, and I'll go back to it because it is the main reason why I don't believe in a like deity and a organized religion. He goes, you could have a tea kettle out there spinning around the. I think it was him anyway. It was one of these guys, but you can have a tea kettle out there spinning around the sun.
Yeah.
It's absolutely tiny. You could not detect that tea kettle. In a million years, you could never find that tea kettle if you were looking for it, right? But you cannot disprove it's there. So therefore, the tea kettle is real.
Sounds pretty fair to me.
Yeah, and there was another one. You can't disprove the existence of the flying spaghetti monster.
Oh, I've heard this one, yeah. I don't know
So
where I've
therefore,
heard
the
it,
flying spaghetti monster is real because you cannot disprove that there is not a flying spaghetti monster.
once again, sounds right to me.
Yeah.
But you can't say
The
that
burden of proof usually has to be on the person with the unreasonable,
Yeah.
you know, or
But the issue is as well
unrealistic,
Yeah.
like
opinion.
Opinion, yeah.
But the problem is though as well with some of these ones that have been ingrained in belief for so long.
Yeah.
People are like, well, you've got to disprove and go against what we've already had there for so long.
Yeah.
Even if they're just complete guesswork too.
Yeah.
Which is some of these issues,
Yeah.
like some of these ones, you know, is just pure guesswork. Like at one point, the Earth being flat was one like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just you can't disprove it.
You can't disprove it, so obviously it's got to be flat.
Yeah. And then eventually you disprove it, and then you prove that it never was. That the whole time we shouldn't have been assuming it because it was a silly assumption to make in the first place. There's no point. There was no reason to assume that.
No.
But the thing is, I'm not just assuming a lot of this as well.
Okay.
Because you might think, well, there might be other reasons. Why do you believe it? So, how do you know it's hollow?
Yeah.
Surely, someone should do some testing up there to see if it's hollow. No, that's exactly what they did. That's what they did.
That's what they did, son.
What was the first Apollo mission? Was that just Apollo 1? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's Apollo 1, Apollo 2, Apollo 3. Oh, no, actually, was it? I don't know if Apollo 1 was the first one on the moon.
Yeah, I didn't know if technically it started with like 10 and then it was like... Oh, yeah, didn't some of them do some other stuff?
Was it Apollo 8?
Or were they rovers or something like that, maybe?
Was it Apollo 8?
Yeah, maybe they were like rovers, like unmanned stuff.
I can't believe I can't remember which Apollo it was.
I know, wasn't it Apollo 11 that blew up? It wasn't that one.
No.
Or Apollo 10.
Was it Apollo 13?
I don't know. Who cares? It's Apollo something.
Yeah, the one they made the Tom Hanks movie about.
Yeah, that one. Tom Hanks Apollo.
Tom Hanks Apollo.
So you got Tom Hanks Apollo.
Yeah.
Then you got Blow Up Apollo.
Yeah.
Then you got
that was
something
Columbia.
else.
Columbia was a bad one as well. Blow Up Apollo was pretty bad.
And
the one that didn't even get off the fucking ground was pretty bad. The one that just sort of burnt everyone in the fucking chamber.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay. And then
why did I laugh?
because it was done like so long before. Like they should have already had the tech to do it.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're fucking guessing how to do it every time.
I mean,
even now
they flew in something that had less power than a calculator. I mean,
how? Like even now as well.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
They can't do it now. Still, like Elon Musk and there's been another like SpaceX.
Oh no, but they're doing a whole different thing. They're doing
but they're still not figuring out a good way to do it because everyone's fucking up.
No, they're not fucking up. They are. This is very much.
It blew up. They definitely fucked up.
Yeah, this is very much part of the plan. Trust me. So basically, trust me, it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous. I know.
How is that ever part of the plan?
Trust me.
You mean just we've planned for this idea that maybe they'll blow up at first,
genuinely,
and then we'll have a plan of how to.
Genuinely,
that's what we're saying, and hopefully it works.
They quite often they launch knowing it's going to explode. And the reason why is because they know they can get some of their systems checked on the launch. They can then test the systems to land it. They can see what fails and how they need to adjust it so that they can make the better.
But it costs so much to like build all these things. They don't want to do that. That's in no way what they want to do.
They do, because this is the thing.
They might do that at some point.
They've taken the fucking attitude of like Tesla and fucking Silicon Valley companies of just keep iterating and building something that works, and it's worked for them.
Yeah.
Because what they've done is they've destroyed quite a lot of rockets, but they've destroyed nowhere near as many rockets as if you were building a rocket for every single launch. Because when it comes to actually using their equipment, they can get up to like 12 launches out of their standard rockets. Everyone looks at the giant ones.
Oh, these are the ones that come
That's
down,
not
like,
where
don't
they're
they?
earning their money. That's
Yeah.
their testing ground. They're earning their money from the fucking Falcon and shit like that is flying heavy loads up into space on a daily fucking basis and landing back down without having to fucking be rebuilt from the ground up every single time. So what they're
What
doing...
that was? What was that?
What?
What is that? The Falcon?
The Falcon.
What's that for?
The Falcon Super Heavy.
Is that taking stuff up to like the...
That's taking stuff up to the space station,
the
that satellite launches.
International Space Station.
Everyone uses a Falcon Heavy unless they're using one of the competitors. And
Well, and
there's
that
not
just
many competitors.
is a thing that flies up there. So why can't they use that to like go to the moon and stuff? Why isn't that like being
because
done?
they're not planning on just doing a trip to the moon. They've already done that. They've got no interest in doing it.
Ah.
The point of what
Apart
they're
from for the
building
hydrogen now, though.
what they're building now, the Starship, is fucking unreal in terms of rocket engineering. This thing
Who
is
is it that's building
beyond
this?
anything we have ever done before.
I think
The
I've heard of
Falcon
this.
Super Heavy can lift like a certain amount of tons. The Starship can lift about 5 times as much.
Okay.
Like, we're talking something that can literally take an entire habitat up into space. You send three or four of those up into space, land it on the moon, and you have a base.
Okay, yeah.
That's what we're talking about here.
SpaceX, okay.
And why they're building them the way they are is because they're not building the rocket. They're building the factory to mass produce the rocket. So once they get to the point where they're like, okay, this works, this is our blueprint, this is what we'll build, they will then build the factory using all of the knowledge they've built to make those on a daily fucking basis. Once the factory is ready, they will be able to make a Starship every 3 days, I think it's supposed to be.
Well, okay.
And once that's there, space travel becomes very, very simple.
Oh, yeah, because I know a lot of the main issue at the moment is like getting up to there. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
because if we can get enough stuff up onto the moon, you can then start building on the moon. If you can build on the moon, you can build significantly more powerful,
Is that it
larger
there, or-
ships. That's it. That's the Starship.
Oh, okay. It's not what I
That
imagined.
thing has like 18 of the biggest engines that have ever been put into a fucking... They're Raptor engines, they're called.
Has it actually like been built yet? Or
Yeah,
are
this
they...
is built. They've done
Oh,
launches
wow.
with. These are the ones that they're exploding at the moment.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't realise that.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
so giant. I mean, look at
Yeah,
it.
they're fucking huge.
gives you a
that
really good
up there-
idea there.
Is a cockpit.
What, up here?
Up there.
Wow, okay. And these hasn't gone for the penis shape that Amazon's gone for.
Yeah, no, this thing is designed to be a re-landing, usable, industrial-sized rocket. Something that you have never seen before. And once we have got this...
I never realised that's
working-
what it was. You think
Yeah.
they'd point this stuff out more, make a bigger
They have
point
no
about
interest
this?
in it, because it doesn't matter. You know, people who aren't interested in it aren't interested in it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, if you don't like Elon Musk, don't like Elon Musk. I don't give a fuck. This is the future of mankind right fucking here.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah,
if we
totally.
don't invest in this shit, we're fucked.
Well,
Done, we're done.
We've already got the people that are like doing it.
Yeah.
I reckon, to be fair, that the governments and that do invest in it more
Oh, they
than
do.
they like to point out.
Yeah.
Because it's scary
Because
if they
this is
point
the
out
fucking
how...
future. If
Because
they
we
can
could
get
be
this
wiped out at
working-
any point. Like, we
they've
could.
they've got so much money from the American government. Because if this works, that's it. They're onto the moon. They build shit on the moon. They're onto Mars. They build shit on Mars. They've got a colony. They are now an interstellar fucking country.
Yeah.
You know?
Point though, thinking about it, like we were talking about before, that the Earth's in such a perfect place.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to fly away and find these other places that we've already, from what we've seen, there isn't many of them?
Because
I know we
you know
need
that
some stuff
orc cloud I
around.
told you about?
Yeah.
That's where they thought the asteroid that destroyed the dinosaurs came from.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We also, the very first episode I ever did with you was on something called flood basalts,
Yeah, yeah.
which can literally destroy an entire planet ecosystem, and
Yeah.
you've got no way of stopping them. There's
What?
super volcanoes that can totally wipe out half the population. In fact, a super volcano was believed to wipe out almost all of humanity till only 12,000 people were left.
Are you saying about why are we trying to go
Yeah.
somewhere? Because we could
Because
blow up at any time.
We could
Yeah.
go like That.
So having something there
If we
ready.
have somewhere on Mars
Yeah,
and we
okay,
have
yeah.
somewhere on the Moon and we have somewhere on Titan all at the same time, and something terrible happens on Earth,
Yeah.
we still exist.
Or something we do to ourselves,
Yeah.
which is probably more likely.
Yeah, we still exist, man.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are
yeah.
still there.
I reckon
Once you
that's a lot
become
more
an
likely.
interplanetary species, your chances of surviving indefinitely
Yeah.
jump significantly. And then you can
That's
do
true,
shit like
yeah.
fucking, you
Okay.
can do, what's it called? Stellar engines or solar engines. Right? So what you do is you take a shitload of drones that are designed to absorb energy like a solar panel type thing.
Yeah.
Put them in space and put them as a giant, it's called like a Dyson cloud.
Oh, these.
A
yeah.
Dyson sphere, that's it.
Yeah.
All around a sun. Now, you don't get all
Yeah.
of the sun's power, but you get vast,
As much as you're probably
going to
be able to get from it in that way.
And then
I've
you
seen
can
them.
then use that to siphon energy off the bottom of the sun, fire the sun's own material out the back of the sun, and use the sun like a fucking car. And everything attached to the sun by gravity, i.e. all of the planets, move with the star.
Yeah,
so
of
you can
course.
literally start flying your own sun around the galaxy. And you wonder
up
how
your own
long that
thing.
will last. Well, I'll tell you what, it'll actually last a fuck sight longer than you think it will, because it uses such a tiny proportion of the sun's actual mass to fire it, and more importantly, it actually increases the star's length of time that it is alive and produces the right amount of light, because you're constantly siphoning away a little bit of that extra amount of mass that it was trying to build up so that it could go crunch in on itself and fuck everything up.
Yeah. So, arguably, if you can do all that kind of stuff, it doesn't seem like you're kind of creating your own kind of solar. You could do, and you
Yeah.
create your own kind of setup.
You could literally fly your own sun around the galaxy.
I mean, the idea of creating a moon then doesn't seem that crazy
No.
at all. It could be like an
No.
old Dyson sphere.
Yeah.
It's just been covered by rock and that.
Yeah.
Literally what it could
Could
be.
be a space station, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we don't know, and until we go in there and we look, we don't know.
One thing we do know, which I meant to mention as well, is they did test out the seismic vibrations of it, like you mentioned already.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it with Apollo 12. That was the one. I don't know how far away that was from Apollo Tom Hanks. Somewhere around it. The seismic, they dropped that. Upon returning to the command module, the Apollo 12 crew intentionally released a lunar lander which crashed into the moon's surface.
Mm-hmm.
The measurements showed from the moon rang like a bell and reverberated for over an hour.
Damn.
This was done with a very small object in comparison to the moon.
Yeah.
And they decided to do it again with the Apollo 13 with something bigger. This time the moon rang out for over 3 hours and the vibrations travelled for a depth of 20 miles. This doesn't happen on Earth. They only last about minutes due to the Earth's density and slow down as they near the centre.
Yeah.
But with the moon, it actually got faster when it hit about 40 miles,
Shit.
which is just... It's all weird. Wait. Oh, that was the first time. Okay, that makes more sense. But the first time it only got to 20 miles.
Yeah.
Second time with the much bigger thing, when it hit 40 miles, it got faster. Which apparently the idea is at the very least it's got giant caverns. Going by the evidence,
Yeah.
it's got giant vast caverns, or more likely it's just hollow.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean, I mean, if I'm going to be honest about what I believe, I think it's probably hollow, but I don't know if I think it's because it was built by aliens for a specific
It could just be
reason.
like a honeycomb structure for some reason.
But it could as well, at the same time, just as likely be a Dyson sphere from an old civilization that's fucked off.
Yeah.
Maybe the ones that came down and helped the Egyptians and stuff that we talked about before.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
It could just be a giant space station. It could literally just be
Yeah.
sort of a way they transported stuff. We don't know. We don't know. It's a moon. But it could
we-
also just have been made of rock.
Wait, it could have been, but it still doesn't make sense. Or there's got to be at least like some kind of more metal down there or something.
Yeah.
After the point like where the asteroids hit. It's just weird.
It's an interesting place. I'd love to go to the moon. That'd be sweet.
I still don't think it would help much. I'd like to go to the dark side of the moon. I'd like to know what's there.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that definitely, because you never see it, so it's hard to definitely say there's never something there.
While you land.
I don't know what that means.
They did a whole album called The Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, ironically, I didn't see that either.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Never seen the Dark Side of the
The
Moon.
hell's wrong
Never
with
heard
you?
this either.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Is that one of the
But
songs
you don't
that's on?
even know about that. What the hell is wrong with you?
Is that on Guardians of the Galaxy by any chance?
I don't know.
It probably is. That sounds
Might
like
be.
something that would be on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I probably heard it then. What we're talking, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is a few more density. Oh no. What you said before, 25% the size of the Earth. 1/4 noble planet. Okay, this is where the other stuff was that I said. The lunar orbiter experiments had greatly improved our knowledge of the moon's gravitational field
Rad.
and indicated the frightening possibility that the moon might be hollow.
Radtastic.
By Dr. Sean C. Solomon, Professor of Earth and Planetary Science at Columbia University.
Zach.
Dad, man. I think there's definitely something weird going on with the moon. I think that's one thing we can all agree with.
I've got Haribo's.
Oh my god.
Do you want a Haribo?
I'm okay for a Haribo, you know. Haribos are Swedish. And they are made by, I'm trying to remember exactly what it is now. Something like Harry to be Harry, but you say how it's got like 3 different capital letters in it.
Yeah.
Or they used to anyway. That one doesn't look like it has.
Nice old Campbell.
The H, the R, and the B are initials from the 3 people that made it. And it was something like H-A, you know, the first bit of it was the beginning of his name. V and then R-I is another one, and then B-O is the other one.
Yeah.
Something to do with either the beginning of the name or the first 2 initials. Now, the things you learn on Squishy Logic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
That's cool as shit. The fucking
Starship.
The Starship.
Yeah.
But that's
Not
the
as
thing.
cool as the moon.
No one's ever fucking explains that to you though, have they? Because no one ever fucking explains what the Starship's entire reason for existence is and why so many explosions keep happening.
Well, I've heard like the idea of like wanting to go and basically create a base on the moon because then it would just be much easier.
Yeah.
Because the hardest thing is getting up there.
Yeah.
Like it's getting out the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what that was in, and that it looked so cool.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to come back down as well.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know about the other thing you was on about though, the Falcon.
Do you want to see a Falcon Super Heavy landing?
Oh, as in actually watching.
Yeah, Google's
Yeah,
Falcon Super Heavy landing.
Falcon Super Heavy.
Yeah, landing. There it is.
Oh god, fucking capital.
You ready?
I fucking shouted it at it.
Bear in the mind, this thing is literally taking shit up to space.
Yeah. Is it landing or?
This is launching first.
Yeah, cool.
We might want to skip forward to where it's actually. Oh, here we go. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Yeah! Come on, guys! See, it's so rare though that it works, that they cheer like shit every time it happens.
You get ready. This is fucking awesome because all 3 parts separate and land separately. Get ready for this shit, man.
Actually, you know, it just makes sense. I always see them doing rockets, and that one looks like the penis more.
Yeah. Well, that's just because that's the way the payload had to be put in.
But it just kind of makes sense watching it now. I never really thought about what they're doing when they shoot the things up into the air all the time.
Yeah.
You know, what they're bothering to do.
Yeah.
You know, it makes
Satellite
sense.
launches for the most part.
Yeah, for the
literally
most part, that's what I
companies.
thought it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, satellite launches. Because you got so many fucking satellites up there, like right now.
And there's more and more of them going up every day.
Have you seen the map of like how much debris is up there?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like they'd have to literally track it.
Yeah.
That's just what we've
They have
done.
to try and figure out a way of dealing with it at some point because it's getting bad.
Yeah. It's the same with the ocean. That could be the biggest issue in the end.
Yeah.
Like I said, I reckon it's more something that we'll do, which would be the issue having to get off the planet in the end. It's weird because it looks like it's going down now, but obviously it's going with the curvature, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just interesting. That kind of shows the the Earth isn't flat right there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, fuck, they're flying to the floor.
Yeah, they're having a bad day.
Or they're stuck, because if it's flat, then they should have gone down.
Yeah.
Okay, hurry up, guys.
Here we go.
Oh. Did I miss something?
No, they're about to.
Yeah. Come on. Unload. Get rid of your load. Hold on, issues, I think.
Yeah, shutting down.
They need to set this stuff up automatically, man. They could YouTube this shit if it was just automatic. That looks like a face now.
Yeah, so they're cooling down the engines to reduce the amount of, like, shake, basically, while they try and disconnect.
Here's how they keep their money, and they don't want to be building a new one of these times.
There you go.
Boom.
Before this, they'd all just fucking fallen out and, like, not disconnected properly and broken.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man. These people love what they do.
This was such a giant leap in rocketeering, just in general.
Which, that is the thing, that is going to be, like, the thing that changes, like, mankind in general.
Yeah.
And stuff like this.
But look, they literally just fucking belly flop out of the sky, basically.
Yeah.
You can see in the top bit here.
Oh, is that just falling
It's
down like
literally
that?
just falling.
Yeah.
It's just waiting to get to the point where it can activate its engines again and pick it up.
I'm guessing they do it just before it goes out the gravitational thing.
Yeah, because you've got to release weight and able to do the next stage.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to lose something to get the mass out. You can't keep all of your weight.
Yeah, because is it like harder the further you go then to get out the last bit?
Yeah.
It's weird when you think about it.
You have to let go of like all of the first stage rockets, which again normally would just end up dropping in the sea and getting destroyed.
Yeah.
And there's this fucking second stage, off it goes.
So where's the bit that would burn up, or was it just the whole way down then when you're going back to... It'd be the whole way down, wouldn't it, when you're going back towards the Earth?
There it is.
I didn't seem to chuff through that one.
Right, so skip forward to the point where it's going to land, because otherwise it's going to get very boring very quickly.
There you go.
Because it takes a while for them to land.
Yeah. Oh, is this like the whole thing?
Yeah, this is them falling.
Oh, wait, they're going to land... Just actually land within 14 minutes, so like...
Yeah.
In real time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It takes a long time for them to... Oh, here we go.
They go too far?
That's it. No, we're coming up on it.
Oh, okay.
Side boosters either side. There's their landing.
Oh, shit, okay, yeah.
Here they come.
Oh, shit. Oh, going back to the actual place as well. Oh, damn.
Where they launched from. Look at that shit.
Holy shit, what the hell?
Look at that shit. You're telling me that shit ain't fucking rad as fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just perfectly down like that. I didn't know we could do that shit.
Yeah.
Why did they not point this shit out, man? That's crazy. That looks so cool.
Because people don't want to pay attention to it. People want to pay attention to all the other shit whilst this is happening.
The scary shit.
This is the future happening right fucking here. And they're going to do that with that starship. And you want to know how they do it?
What do you mean, dude?
You know the starship, the giant...
Oh, you mean they're trying to do that?
That does exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't land itself in the same way. It goes from its own launch pad, flies up, goes back down, hovers, because it's so heavy, if it lands on the fucking thing, it will break something or burn up the fucking ground.
Okay, yeah.
So it's literally hovers above the thing, an arm comes out, grabs it, holds it, and it turns off its engine.
After seeing it do that doesn't even seem that much more impressive after that.
Yeah.
Like, it seems so under control, it could just do whatever.
Just...
It is like the like furthest you can get.
And the other bit does it as well. What? The third bit does it as well.
Oh, yeah.
The second stage.
That's craziness, man. It's like it seems to be like the furthest you can go with like the whole our atmosphere and the whole whatever you call it. You know, what's it called again now? The type of acceleration that we use where it's pushing something out from the back and it goes forward, all that.
Oh, rockets.
Just a general idea, the combustion.
Yeah, combustion,
yeah.
Combustion,
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it is so, well, it's not strange at all. It is strange to actually in a certain way how they just don't cover the stuff.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Did you know that an ion drive is a thing that actually exists?
Okay.
You know what an ion drive? It sounds like something from Star Trek, right?
I don't know what I had that coming for. Yeah, I guess it sounds like something from Star Trek. I don't know.